Now, Melinda Gates is a philanthropist and the co-founder of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, one of the world's largest private charitable organizations. Her new book is called The Moment of Lift: How Empowering Women Changes the World. Our own Brian Sozzi sat down with Melinda Gates to talk about the book and about her recent projects. Hey, Brian, how'd it go?
Hey, Dan, what's shaking? Yeah, so really a very interesting interview with Melinda Gates, accomplished philanthropist and now new author. We talked a little bit about how to empower women in the workplace. Here's what she told Yahoo Finance.
Because equality, it can't wait, and societies are better off when we have men and women equal. And I feel like we have this moment in time because of what happened with the Me Too movement all over the world. You see so many women running for Congress in 2018 in the midterm elections, and I want to make sure this window doesn't pass us by. And so now's the time. We've got to all pull up together.
What will it take to have more women to have their moment of lift in the business community?
It will take us all looking at what's actually going on. A company needs to look at what's going on for their women inside their company. You know, what percentage of women are actually in management roles? What does pay look like? Are we in meetings, are men over-explaining things that women have already said? So business by business, everybody has to look at those issues, and men have to also say, we're going to help women. It takes men and women to help lift up women.
Well, then what is the roadblock? Why aren't people moving fast? You call fast enough. You say in your book you're an impatient perfectionist. What is taking so long to move that needle?
Well, I think we just, in society, sometimes we don't look at what we've done in the past and the barriers that hold women back. And so we think, of course, women are moving up. But even if you look at this last rate of women going into Congress, which I think we all thought was fabulous news, at that rate, it's going to be 60 years till all women have parity in Congress with men. And so I think there are these barriers like unpaid work or the fact we have no paid family medical leave policy. We're the only industrialized nation that doesn't have that. And yet of our U.S. workforce, 47% are women.
How do you expect policy to change given that we do have more women in Congress?
Well, I think what you're seeing is women putting policies forward and sometimes what I call many enlightened men too, and saying it's finally time. So on paid family medical leave, for the first time, we actually have a bill from both the Democrats and the Republicans. Neither one of them are perfect yet, but the fact we will actually eventually have a bill move forward in Congress, it takes women bringing issues like that forward.
But you also write in the book it's important to have male allies.
Absolutely, because men are part of these families and they do a great job. But I think one of the things I talk about in the book is that men have to support women, open their networks of power, create seats at the table, move venture capital funding. So they have to look at what roles they have in business and how are they helping bring women along. And then they have to look in their home and saying, what's actually the distribution of labor in our home? And how do we maybe look at redistributing that a little bit?
So Dan, we'll be running more clips from this interview, extensive interview throughout the day on our shows. But really what struck me was that we talked in depth about the VC community, how they need to step up and support women. Because look at some of the IPOs we've had coming to market. There are no female heads in some of these big IPOs.
Absolutely right. All right, Sozzi, good interview. Thanks so much.